Hello everyone and happy Tuesday. My name is Daniel Kent and today is February 16th. For the week 3 presentation assignments, we were instructed to read the review article, Genetics-Based Methods for Agricultural Insect Pest Management. According to the article, insect pests such as the diamondback moth cost the global economy an estimated $4 to $5 billion a year. Traditional treatment methods such as chemical insecticides have regularly failed to prevent this damage from occurring. This article details the biological and mathematical methods which are being developed to combat these pests and fill the gap in pest prevention where insecticides have failed. One important biological method of pest control explored by this article is the sterile insect technique. The sterile insect technique is a method where sterile insects are introduced to wild insect populations. Through breeding, these sterile insects pass on their genetic defects to their offspring, which fail to mature. There are a few different methods of creating sterile insects. The modern method of creating sterile insect populations involves the mass rearing of the target pest in a controlled environment and exposing them to radiation to cause chromosomal damage. The radiation-treated insects are then released to mingle with the wild insect populations. When the insect populations breed together, the resulting eggs do not hatch because of the damage to the genetic material in parent's germ line. To be truly effective, sufficient numbers of sterile insects must be released into wild insect populations over a long period of time. These types of sterile insect programs have been successful in the past. According to the article, such a program has been effective in the suppression and eradication of the New World screwworm from many countries in the Americas. To this day, genetic-based variants of the sterile insect technique are being developed. This is being accomplished by developing insects with a self-limiting construct, which confers a dominant lethal phenotype. By creating and releasing male insects which are homozygous for these lethal genes, they create progeny which inherit the dominant lethal phenotype and die off before reaching maturity. In fact, this article details how these genetic-based variants to the sterile insect technique can often be more effective than the radiation-based technique. As the phenotypes of these novel genetic-based constructs are engineered rather than caused randomly by irradiation, molecular biologists can design when and where a lethal gene is expressed. Additionally, this method can be used on insects whose tissues would otherwise be too damaged by radiation to be viable for procreation. This article also goes into great detail discussing how mathematical modeling has been used to understand the potential effects of the sterile insect method on insect populations. These mathematical models have been invaluable to scientists by helping them to understand underlying biological processes and informing the design of experiments. As a result of mathematical modeling, scientists have been able to determine critical thresholds needed to suppress the target insect species. This article details how mathematical models of mosquito populations were able to guide open field trials and successfully suppress disease-carrying mosquitoes in the Cayman Islands and Brazil. While sterile insect techniques could be effective on their own, the article shows that they are much more effective and sustainable when they are used in combination with mathematical models and other such approaches. By integrating these pest control methods, scientists have not only been able to suppress insect populations, but they can also manage the buildup of resistances to these methods. I think this is an incredibly viable method of pest control. The human population is increasing worldwide, and there's an ever-growing need for food, and the area available to grow food is shrinking. By utilizing genetic-based sterile insect techniques and dosing strategies, we can maximize crop yields. As these techniques improve, we will be far less reliant on insecticides which can be harmful to humans and other wildlife. I truly don't see the downside to furthering this science. Thank you.